After 60, the body begins to move in quieter ways, and the changes show up not in dramatic moments but in the simple ones, like the way you sit down, the way you stand up, or the way your legs feel when you've been walking around the house for a few minutes. You might still be active, still taking your daily walks, still doing your chores, yet some movements feel heavier or slower than they used to, and according to researchers from Harvard Health and the National Institute on Aging, this happens because different muscle groups respond to age in different ways. Some muscles stay strong because we use them without thinking, like the ones that help us walk forward, while others gradually become less active simply because we don't give them enough attention. That's one of the reasons physical therapists often recommend chair exercises for older adults, since a chair provides support, reduces the fear of losing balance, and allows the body to move with more confidence. The Mayo Clinic even notes that gentle, controlled chair-based exercises are an effective way to improve balance, stability, and walking ability in people over 60, especially when paired with slow, mindful breathing. Most people don't realize how much their body depends on simple transitions, like moving from sitting to standing or shifting their weight onto one leg. These movements rely on the hip stabilizers, particularly a muscle called the gluteus medius, which sits on the side of your hip. According to Physio-Pedia, this muscle keeps the pelvis level every time you lift a leg, meaning it quietly keeps you steady whenever you take a step, reach for something, or rise from a chair. A study published in BMC Geriatrics found that older adults who experience more frequent falls often show reduced strength and increased fat infiltration in this muscle compared to non-fallers, which suggests that keeping it active is essential for mobility and independence. The good news is that you don't need heavy weights or long workouts to keep this muscle awake. Slow, gentle movements that you perform with control are enough to stimulate the stabilizers and help the body remember how to move smoothly again. A chair becomes more than a piece of furniture in this process. It becomes a partner, a point of support that allows the body to move without fear. When you sit toward the front edge of your chair with your feet flat on the floor, your spine tall and your shoulders relaxed, you've already done half the work, because posture alone activates your core and hips. Physical therapists like to remind people that awareness is activation, meaning that the moment you tune into the way you're sitting or standing, your stabilizing muscles begin to engage. From this starting position, something as simple as lifting one knee and then the other can become a powerful exercise. The seated march teaches your hips to lift and lower the leg without leaning or collapsing in the torso. And according to the Mayo Clinic's home-based exercise recommendations, controlled seated marching is a safe way to maintain hip flexor strength and improve walking mechanics. As you lift one knee, pause for a moment, then lower it and lift the other, noticing how the front of your hips gently wakes up. When researchers examine what predicts independence in older adults, one movement shows up again and again: the sit to stand. WebMD and the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy both describe this exercise as a key indicator of long-term mobility. The movement seems simple, but it involves the quadriceps, the gluteus medius, the core muscles, and even the muscles in the feet. To perform it safely, you lean forward slightly from your hips, press through your heels, and rise slowly, then lower back down with control. You can use your hands for light support if you need to, but the goal is to let your legs do the work. Over time, this single exercise can make standing from a low chair easier, climbing stairs smoother, and walking feel more stable. Many older adults notice that after practicing sit to stand regularly, daily tasks that once felt effortful suddenly feel natural again, and that's because the brain and muscles are relearning how to cooperate. Even though this routine focuses mainly on the hips and legs, posture plays a major role in balance. As the Mayo Clinic explains, rounded shoulders and a weak upper back can shift the center of gravity forward, making it harder for the hips to stabilize the pelvis. A simple seated posture exercise can make a big difference. You sit tall, extend your arms forward, and gently squeeze your shoulder blades together, as if you're trying to draw your spine long and open your chest. This isn't about forcing the shoulders backward, it's about allowing the upper back muscles to wake up. Many seniors say this movement makes them feel instantly lighter, as though the upper body had been carrying extra tension without them noticing. A relaxed upper body allows the hips to do their job without unnecessary strain. The final movement in this simple routine is the seated leg extension with heel lift. You extend one leg forward, flex your foot, lift the heel slightly off the ground, hold for a brief moment, and then lower it slowly. According to Harvard Health, the quadriceps, the muscles on the front of the thigh, act as shock absorbers for the knees and play a major role in walking stability, especially after 60. Strengthening them gently through controlled movements helps reduce stiffness, supports the hips, and makes steps more confident. When you alternate legs, you might feel a mild shaking, which physical therapists say is a sign that the muscle fibers are reactivating. Over time, this movement helps improve your ability to climb stairs, rise from a chair, and keep your balance during everyday activities. When all four of these exercises come together, the result is a routine that supports every part of your daily movement. You're not only strengthening your legs, you're teaching your body how to cooperate again. You're retraining your stabilizers so that walking becomes smoother. Rising from a chair feels easier, and standing feels more secure. The National Institute on Aging points out that consistency is more important than intensity, meaning that short routines performed several times a week often lead to better long-term improvements than sporadic, strenuous workouts. Your muscles respond to repetition, your balance responds to practice, and your confidence grows when your body remembers how to move efficiently. Throughout the entire process, the chair is there to support you, allowing you to move without rushing or worrying. If something feels uncomfortable, you slow down, adjust, or rest. If you feel a warm sensation in your hips or thighs, that means the stabilizers are turning back on. And if you feel a sense of ease afterward, that's your body thanking you. As Harvard researchers often remind us, strength and balance are not lost forever. They can be rebuilt at any age with gentle, consistent practice. This is why chair exercises are so powerful. They create a safe environment where strength, balance, and awareness come together naturally. So as you finish this routine, take a moment to notice how your body feels, whether your posture is a little taller or your legs a bit lighter. These small improvements compound over time. You're not only doing exercises, you're supporting your independence, reinforcing your confidence, and giving your body what it truly needs: movement that is gentle, scientific, and completely achievable. And that is the real secret behind staying steady and strong after 60. Not intensity, not pressure, but consistency, awareness, and patience, one simple movement at a time.